Welcome to River City Plus. It is the show after the show, and I always talk about how great the creatives are here in Jacksonville because we've got all these film festivals going on, and people are doing some great things, getting opportunities to go international after they've won the film festivals. The productions that are here are going to explode because there's some new tax incentives. So Jacksonville, we growing. So I have a couple of producers and actors with me. They are part of a film of Dr. Sean Powell, who is she's just too busy for us. That's all right. That's all right. I'd rather talk to y'all anyway. I'm just messing, Doc. I'm just messing. So I've got Davina.
Yes.
And I've got KK. And they are part of a film, Dr. Powell's film, The Honey Dripper Lady. Yeah?
Yes, the honey dripper lady, the lady of the neighborhood that everybody knows and loves.
So she asked me before, she's like, have you ever had a honey dripper lady? And I'm like, this is a family show. We can't talk like that. So or is it like in Friday, like, hey, Miss Johnson? So tell me about, actually, before we get into the film, let's talk a little bit about your background. You've been in over 80 films,
Yes.
and not Jacksonville native.
No, not at all. I grew up in Joliet, Illinois, and I'm a graduate of North Carolina School of the Arts
And so you're here. Why?
because I was sent an incredible script. I read a lot of scripts every year. And some of them you read the first page and you go, okay, it's going to get better. And then you read the second page and go, no, it's not going to get better. And then you're handed a script and you go, oh my God, if I could just grab into a piece of this. And then to get that phone call saying, we've been trying to find you. We want you to do this. And I'm like, I'm packing. Literally.
She's like, all right, I'll make it work. So while you're here, we'll talk a little more. I'll tell you some good places to eat. Now, KK, you've been a part of the scene for, a minute, and it's exploded exponentially. Now, can you talk a little bit about the evolution of the film scene here in Jacksonville?
Absolutely. We've been behind the scenes. That's the best way I can describe it, is that we've had a lot of movie makers here on site, and they have been producing quietly, stealth-like, and now we're on the scene. You know, a lot of times people have said, we're going to bring Hollywood to Jacksonville. No, we are going to make a cinematic revolution right here in Jacksonville, Florida. You know, isn't it the greatest place? I mean, don't you love our community?
I've learned so much history because I know about Jacksonville's history in so many different levels. But when you think Jacksonville was the original Harlem of the South, and
That's
then
right.
you
That's
think about Norman Studios,
That's
where
right.
films were, we were like kind of the Hollywood of the South before everybody figured out they wanted to go west.
That's right. And so what is happening movie-wise and talent-wise is that now we are on the scene. You know, Adam Madrid was just appointed in the film commissioner's office, and I'll tell you, you know, he's not a quiet child.
Nope.
So he's a part of that. He's the part that's like a little pot stirrer. And the honey dripper lady is just one more, but we're hoping that it is definitely going to rock Jacksonville and the world. We want everybody to know what a honey dripper is, and you've never had one?
So we will touch on that in a second. I got to give a quick shout out to Monique because her and Adam are lockstep. I mean, you got to love that energy because anybody that can work together and still be positive and like each other, relationship goals. All right, so let's talk about a honey dripper lady. What is the honey dripper lady?
Should I share?
Yeah, you should share and tell what a honey dripper is, because you just had your first.
I had my first honey dripper yesterday. When yeah, it was like that. I'd never heard of a honey dripper, loved the script. What's a honey dripper? So on to the set, the prop ladies came and they said, we brought you some honey drippers. I tasted my first honey dripper and I said, how long do I have before we have to shoot? Because this is good. And it's a mixture of Kool-Aid, water, sugar, fruit, and it's frozen. And once it's frozen, and I can't tell you everything that's in there. Once it's frozen and it comes out, baby, you got a honey dripper. And the kids, they get off school, they stop by whoever their local honey dripper is. They stop by her house because they want some honey dripper. The people on the way home from work, because it's a hot drive getting home, they stop at their local spot and they get a honey dripper. You need a honey dripper.
Did you like it?
Did I like it?
So, all right. So that is family related because where my mind went, totally not the same. So, what can you tell us the premise of the movie without giving everything away?
It's the neighborhood honey dripper that everyone loves. And then mysteries start to happen in the community. But everyone goes to the honey dripper lady because they love her. Their parents loved her. The people before that loved her. And then there's a little controversy of, well, who is making all of the strangeness and mystery appear in the community? And they go to the honey dripper and she's saying, I have no idea. They go across the street and they're asking the neighbors in the area, what do you know? These kids were in this area and now they're not. What do you know? Oh,
See, now you buried it a little bit. Now that we got to, so it's like a
psychological thriller.
That's correct.
so a little bit of some Pied Piper action.
That's right.
It and
No, we'll go with Pied Piper.
Yes, it is.
We'll go with that.
so that's amazing. So Dr. Powell, she is always plugged in. She has so many projects, and even if she's not necessarily producing her own film, she's promoting other creatives here. How important is it that we have somebody like that and Adam advocating for the creatives here, film, music, and otherwise?
Well, both of the executive producers, Charlie Griffin and Dr. Sean Powell, they always touch other people's work, and now it's time that Dr. Sean Powell, she's going to share her work. And everything she's touched is beautiful. And so now we're going to help her make her dream come alive, because she is a dream maker.
Oh yeah, she stays busy. So
That's
I'm
right.
sure she's already got another project in the
That's
work,
right.
and that's something that people need to keep in mind because it's like most of the producers and stuff. It's not just a one-off. It's like I've got this project,
That's right.
and then I've got this project in queue, and then I've got this project in queue. And having said all of that, most of the creatives are helping each other with each project, and that is paramount to how we keep it growing.
And our main goal for this particular movie is that we are going to showcase it at AMC. We're going to do that for about 2 weeks, and then we're going to offer it to a lot of different agencies all over the country, and we're going to make sure that everybody knows what a honey dripper is.
Now, from your perspective, having traveled around and being a part of different productions, can you speak on Jacksonville and the level of the creators from the crew to the talent? Does it rival? Is it equal? Is it surpassing?
It's definitely equal, and in some instances, it has surpassed a lot of places. I got out of the car the day that we arrived here, and I was taken to the Drama Academy. And then I was shown around town, and I said, this is a mecca right here that people need to know about. So I'm going to do everything in my power to help bring them to see, y'all got honey drippers, y'all. I'm still talking about the honey drippers because it changed my life. And my husband came on set and I said, taste this. And he said, well, you're not getting it back because this is really good. And here we are trying to make sure that everyone knows about the honey dripper. Everyone knows about the extreme talent in this town. And everyone opens their minds and their eyes and their hearts and says, well, if this can happen here, maybe this can happen to you. And the possibilities continue to grow. And to be a part of that, not being a Jackson, I'm thrilled.
So Jacksonvillians everywhere love that. So thank you very much. Come to our city and hang out.
That's right.
Love it. You'll see me in every little store and restaurant there is, because I'm making a list.
Oh, I got you. We got you. That is one of the great things about our show. If you want to know what's popping, where to go, we got you covered. Now, you've got any other projects in the works?
I've got several projects in the works, and I've signed NDAs, so I can't share those with you right now. I'm here to share the love of the honey to the dripper.
That's right.
That is what we call teasing and marketing. What about you, KK? Anything in the hopper?
Oh, absolutely. We've had movie makers move into this city where we had already had full-length productions taking place here from New York, from LA, and they love our city. And yes, I'm in a couple of things.
Oh, see, there you go.
Yeah, and it's coming out this summer.
And briefly, can we talk about the tax incentives and how beneficial that is going to be to bringing money here to Jacksonville with the productions, offering opportunities to the creatives that I cannot speak more. Oh, actually, we're going to have to say that for another conversation. Okay. Really quick, Honey Drippers, do we have a release date yet?
We're talking about this summer.
Okay.
And I know that's coming quick, but we're
on it.
We're on it. We're going to make it happen.
Well, summertime is already upon us, so you ladies, thanks for hanging out with us and sharing all of that. Break a leg with the film. I look forward to seeing it. And hopefully the screening isn't on a Thursday. That's usually a bad day for me, but I want to be there walking that red carpet so I can get my shine on with you. Is that cool?
Make sure you're there. We're going to make sure you're there.
You know what? I'll make it work. So, all right. So tomorrow, it's always good here. We're going to have more River City Plus. Tomorrow at 9:30, we will do the thing with River City Live.